Alright, today I'm going to be using the little ceramic ornaments that I got from Hobby Lobby. You get 4 of the pieces for $5. Comes with a little paint kit. Trying to be careful, but you know how I am. So it comes with a few colors, and you could use these if you want to. Has a little red ribbon on it. I'm probably going to switch that out. It is ceramic. I'm going to paint them to make them look more like stone. So I think I'm going to remove the ribbon just because I am going to replace that. But I'll leave it on there for now. I can take it off later. That way I can kind of hold it with this ribbon to paint it if I need to. The first thing I'm going to do, I am going to end up using these paints, but you can also use like black, white, some other colors. I have this metallic color to add in there. I'm gonna add in black and blue right now. I'm just gonna use a medium brush, and I'm getting really into the black. Gonna try to mix in the blue. So it's like a blue-black. Okay, so here's our piece. And we'll just first start painting the piece with this color. Because this is ceramic or made of clay or whatever, it's gonna really soak up whatever paint. You can see it's already pretty much drying. But that's okay, we're gonna go back over this with some texture. So I don't really care what kind of strokes the paint, like what direction the strokes are on. I cannot talk ever. Why do I even talk? I don't know English. So it turned more of like a green black. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Definitely not very blue black, but that's okay. A huge reason I'm going to be using this little palette here today is so that if any of you guys are recreating any of these projects at home, you'll have all the supplies that you need. You don't have to run out and buy extra paint or something. Though the paint is drying up so fast. This top piece I'm probably going to paint this metallic, but you can do what you want. I just want it to look more like it's an actual one of those things. I don't want that part to be stone. Okay, so there's our base color. It's like this greenish, bluish black. Looks super pretty. So I'm gonna add in, I'm gonna have to get a different brush, pop open the white, just get some white. I'm gonna try to mix that with the blue. Create a soft blue color. And then on the surface of this, I'm just gonna like pounce around like this, just in random areas. I want this to be very textured, so some of them will be like darker in color, more lighter in color in areas. It just depends on, it's just very randomly pouncing around like this. Okay, now I'm just kind of going back over everything, blending it in more so it doesn't look super like spotty and weird. As you can see, it looks a bit more blended like right in here. We're just trying to add in a little bit more dimension into the piece. It doesn't look right. Okay, so you can see that dimension. This is so pretty. Just lightly smear it in like this. Oh my goodness, I love that. Looks so good. Alright, so there's our piece. Looking pretty good. We've got lots of dimension going on. The last thing I wanted to do was actually take just pure white. And usually you'd water this down, but you'll just kind of do this to flick on little areas of white. So I'm going to have to probably get some water. So the water is going to water down the paint and make it more like able to be flicked on. You might have to do this repeatedly because once this dries, it'll look like a very, very clear white. Which is good. I'm just adding a little bit of this texture. I don't want it to look like it's a galaxy. Which it kind of does look that way, which is cool. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. What have I done? No worries. That is looking pretty cool. That texture with, so maybe we could just do that. Just dip it in the paint and repeatedly push it into the piece until it's pretty dry. Let's add in some really nice texture. I think it looks pretty cool. Very unique piece. Okay, the last thing I want to do to the piece, so you could go through and seal it with Mod Podge, just so you don't ever ruin the piece. I'm gonna just skip that step. If you do Mod Podge, use the clear or the matte. They have different versions. I think the matte would look better. So now I'm taking a different brush. Let me just wipe this one off because I want a smaller brush. And we're dipping it into this kind of gold. It has a little bit of sparkle to reflect into it. And I'm just gonna dip it in there and rub it around. I don't really like the way this is blending with the other colors though. Okay, so that's the piece. It has a little bit of shimmer in there. I'm gonna add a lot of this though to the top here. I'll make this look like it's gold. I think this looks so cute and it's heavy, so I like that. Once this gold dries, I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of black just to like buff it out a little bit so it doesn't look so gold. I think it looks super fake. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna use watered down paintbrush here with that blue on it. And like this, see if that will texturize the piece. Okay, now I'm gonna take a different color. I'm gonna go with green this time. I'm just like, I might as well open them all. So I'm just gonna go like over this in the areas that look more white. I'm just pressing it on. I am gonna go back over this though. I just am adding in some texture with the green. I'm gonna add in that gold color again in very random areas. Might look horrible right this minute, but that's fine. Take your paper towel again and try this out. Okay, I'm gonna go back over the whole thing with just wait, you just wait. Black, and I'm really pressing it in there, letting it dry, lifting it up, moving it around, because I want some of the greens and blues and the gold to pop through there. So I'm not like pressing all the color in one spot. Kind of move it around a little bit. So that's kind of what it's turning out to be. It's like this green, goldish, black. Very textural. Again, I'm trying to make this look like a stone. So it's gonna have some beat up areas, darker, lighter areas. I think that looks so, so pretty with the gold and the green. I do feel like putting all the blue on was not very, I didn't really need it. And I like the weird white marks that are in there. I think that adds to making it look more like a rock or a stone or something. All that dimension, I think it's so pretty. I did go a little bit darker at the top. I'm probably going to do the same thing up here, is just paint this the gold color. Okay, so this is kind of dry. I'm just gonna lightly go over it with the black just to give this like vintage look, like this is worn and tarnished, you know. Been going with my theme doing that. I don't want stuff to look brand new. I think that looks so much better that it's toned down a little bit. And then I'm gonna actually change this out. I wanted to show you, I'm actually not using the red. You can reuse it if you want, but I want to use twine. I've just been using twine for all my ornaments, so I'm just going to continue using it. You can also use those metal pieces to hang it up. I think it looks so much better with the twine, in my opinion. Oh no, I set it down in something. Oh my gosh, just smear that around. No big deal, because it's supposed to look like a stone. So these are the gorgeous stone pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more. I'm gonna do them off camera because you guys don't want to be sitting here watching me the whole time. It's the same concept. You just pick out some colors and smear them around and just add in lots of texture, and I think you'll be good to go. No matter what you do, you can add lots of texture, and then you can go back through, you know, add in some pieces of white here and there. Those little pieces of white are really going to help make it look like stone as well. So here's all 4 pieces completed. You can't really see too much of the detail right now. I'm gonna have to bring it up to the light. Still can't see it very well. I'll turn the flash on. It's just not gonna look correct with flash. Just kind of sucks, but so there is a lot of the detail that's popping through on camera. This one has lots of blues and blacks with a little bit of white and some metallic gold kind of in there, making it look more of a blue-green. This one has lots of greens with white, black, and a little bit of blue in there. It looks very similar to this one. It's just a little bit lighter with the white. This one has gold, green, a little bit of black and white in there. I really, really like this one a lot. I don't know why. I just think it looks so cool. And then this one, I did a different top. I actually painted it black first and then went over it with the metallic gold paint. So it gave it more of this gunmetal kind of look. I thought it looked really good because this is a lighter piece. This one has lots of reds and yellows, making it appear more of a yellowy orange. I added in some golds, a little bit of green, and some black. And then just went through and spotted it with pieces of white. Again, just trying to create like a stone effect. If you need inspiration, go ahead and pull up images of stones, and you'll see like they have lots of cool textures like this that blend together really well. So I was just gonna pop these randomly on my tree and call it a day. So these are so heavy. I'm actually having, when I put it on, I'm having to bend the actual, I'll show you up here. If I put it up at the top. So when I put it on, I have to bend the piece up like that, just to make sure that it doesn't hang, or it doesn't fall off. I don't want these to fall off and break. So I'm just bending it upwards. I think that will really help. And you can push this up too, like, because it's just a piece of wire, and have it sit on top of another one. That will help keep it in there. I like that. See, that one really just blends really well, like with my other gold looking ones. And this one kind of stands out a little bit because it's more on the blue side. But it does blend in because it's dark. And then there's another one up in here that's green. And then the other one's right there. It's behind the rust bell. Right there. More on the blue side. I think it looks really cool with the rust bell. These colors look so good. Okay. Well, that was that project. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and consider subscribing. I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful holiday.